Hey, this is Brian Cohn of Beco Knives. So today I'm going to be reviewing the TRMaker Bevel Jig and File Guide made by Usul in Turkey. So a bevel jig is a tool that knife makers use to set a very specific and consistent angle for when you're grinding your bevels. A bevel jig is a great tool for those who are just getting into knife making, who need help getting their angles nice and consistent, or for those who have been knife making for a while, who are doing production and are looking for more consistency over every single knife throughout their line. There are some people out there who think that every knife should be done by hand and you shouldn't use any tool to make sure that your bevels are nice and level. Well, I feel that you should be able to use whatever tool makes life easier and gets knives made. There are a few pros that have talked about this bevel jig, such as Craig Lockwood of Chopped Knives and Brian Housework of Housework. They both have talked quite a bit about how much they use and absolutely love this system. So for me, what I love about this system is the fact that you can attach this file guide straight to the bevel jig, so that this file guide really ensures that you get your plunge lines nice and consistent on both sides of your knife. So the way that you use the bevel jig, so let's say you want a 4-degree bevel. So you put your angle finder up to the side here. You adjust this until it sits flush on both the bottom and this side here. So now that that sits flush, you can attach your knife to the file guide. So now that you have the angle set on your bevel jig, you want to attach your knife to the file guide. So what you really want to make sure is that it is perfectly centered in the middle of your file guide, and also set at a 90-degree angle from the back to where you want your bevel to be. Now that you have that nice 90-degree angle, you want to make sure that it is as far down as you want on the knife. Now that that's all set, you can clamp it down and attach it. Now you're one step away from getting to grinding. Now that you have your knife in your file guide and your file guide on your bevel jig, you want to make sure that this angle right here is nice and square. So what I do is I set it up right next to your platen, make sure it's nice and square, and then tighten her on down. Once you've done that, make sure that your angle is good and get to grinding. So as I stated before, Yusul is from Turkey. Absolutely fantastic guy. I talked to him for a little bit, and one thing he was able to do for me is he laser printed my logo right onto the bevel jig. How great is that? Another thing that was really impressive to me is that he was able to ship it from Turkey to the US in 3 days. What the heck? That's awesome. I couldn't recommend the TRMaker bevel jig enough. So not only has he given me absolutely fantastic customer service, but it has enabled me to make better knives. Since I've started using this bevel jig, it has brought my knife making to an absolute whole new level through consistency. If you're interested in this bevel jig, why don't you head on over to Instagram and give TRMaker a follow. Hey, let them know that BCone Knife sent you. While you're there, why don't you go ahead and give me a follow. Also, if you want to see more of my work, check out my Facebook page. But if you're more interested in my knife making projects, go ahead and subscribe to this channel and leave a comment down below if you have any questions for me. Have a great day.